So 3 weeks ago now, about maybe 3 weeks ago, I got a text message and some phone calls from a couple of friends of mine that, yay, it's exciting, things are starting to open back up in our community, except that things wouldn't be opening up for some people that are near and dear to my heart, or the theater and the performance arts, that those may not be opening for quite a while. And it felt very strange to me because while a huge chunk of my family and friends were very excited that things were opening up, I felt a big sinking in my soul, in the pit of my stomach, and I was just not okay with the news that I was getting, that performances could not be happening, that this could mean a big change for the arts in our community. I wasn't okay with it. So I reached out to my friend Haley because we've been connected through the arts since we were in high school. And I feel like I could be real with her, that I've always been able to be real with her, especially when it comes to my craft and just expressing how I feel. And I felt at the time, this is not okay. It's not okay that we pause. It's not okay with me. I felt a responsibility to do something, that I feel like I could have the ability to help, that there are other people that could have the ability to help, and that we all have a voice as artists that need to be seen and need to be heard, and that even though maybe our space isn't available to be seen and to be heard and experienced, maybe that's something that I could provide, and maybe that's something Haley could provide. And so that's what we've been trying to get off the ground for the last few weeks. And that's what we decided that Art&Soul is, or could be. And we just want for art to continue to be able to be experienced because, for me personally, art has been something that's been able to save my life in a lot of ways. It's been an outlet for me to experience, I'm kind of known as the dancer, but I've done art in a lot of different ways. I've always been a performer. I acted for many, many years. That's what I studied for many years in college, and it helped me work through a lot of things in my life, and it still does in a lot of ways. And as I've gotten older, I've found that for me, experiencing and watching art and performance art and seeing other people work through that too it's important for me to experience as a consumer. And so I want for consumers to still be able to experience art too. I think as a choreographer, I work out a lot of things that I'm going through, and not just emotionally, but I like to choreograph and express my ideas and my opinions and my beliefs, and I feel like I'm not the only one who might have them. And I think for a lot of people, a lot of consumers, to get to experience that, it helps them maybe understand and share that too, and I don't want for that to go away. And even though it might not be, live, I love that experience. I don't want the live experience to go away, but maybe getting to experience it still on a YouTube channel or on a recorded front is still something to have for now. So what is it? What is Art&Soul? It's hard. I think, even Haley said this in some of her videos as she's talking. You know what? It's hard for us to kind of pitch what we're doing because it is something that's brand new. We haven't seen a whole lot of this because you know what? we are, it's weird, I feel like I'm talking for everyone. We are live performance artists. This is hard for me to do. I don't perform on a camera. I perform in a theater with my audience really far away, doing moves I've rehearsed over and over and over, so I can't mess up, and I don't generally have to talk, and if I do, it's lines that I've practiced for so long, I'm not gonna mess them up. And I know everybody's lines on stage, and they all know mine. So it's really difficult for us to say what it is that we're trying to do. So what we're trying to do is we're saying, okay, if you are an actor, you don't have to not do the monologue. You can come do it here. If you're the dancer, you don't have to not do the dance. You can come do it here. If you're the singer, come sing the song. If you play the instrument, come play the instrument. If you like to choreograph the piece, come choreograph it, because I know a lot of dancers. I can find you someone who probably wants to do the dance. If you are a songwriter and you never felt like you had the place to get your song heard, if it's not by you, probably somebody who wants to sing it. If you write the poetry, but there was never a place that you felt like it could get heard, this is the place to do it. If you felt like maybe you were the actor or the actress that didn't get the part or didn't ever get the chance to be seen, well, guess what? We'll help you be seen. Now is the time. We would love to help you do that. If you have a canvas art, if you draw and you want that to be noticed and recognized, we will do that for you. We have already talked to a few artists that are very excited to give us these photos or let us video them creating and stick it to some music that this person wrote, and let us ask you a few things about you, and let's put it out there so people can see you. Even though sometimes our craft and what we do isn't necessarily about being seen, sometimes just for someone to experience it is really moving, and it's healing, and it's a great, great thing. So that's what we're trying to do. You know, it's really wonderful to get to see somebody do what they love to do. That's one thing that I can definitely say, you know, I love so much about what I get to do, and it's kind of why I'm here in my echoey, empty studio. It's really lonely here. I think everybody during this time of stay at home and be apart, it's lonely. I'm lonely. Being away from my students is extremely lonely. Not being able to share my gift and to grow the people that I'm used to growing is really difficult. And being able to collaborate in this project, which is another part of what Haley and I have talked about, is something that we've been very, very excited of during this whole time, because really that's been a huge part of Haley and I's relationship since we've met. You know, the arts are all about collaboration. The relationship between a choreographer and a dancer and a director and actors and the techies and all of it, you're collaborating. It's very exciting. And that's what the other half of this whole project is. We would love, you know, the ultimate experience would be, you know, the person who's writing the music that gets with the choreographer to create the dance for the dancer to perform while the singer sings the song. That would be really amazing. And we get to watch it happen. We get to record it and just stand back and see it occur. That's amazing. And it's all here, and it's local, and it's our town where there's a ton of talent, and Haley and I have been a huge part of it, and we've gotten to see it, and we just want to keep seeing it happen. So that's what this is. And we want you to give a chance, come and create with us. Doesn't cost anybody a thing. Just come and make it happen.